Testing. Pulling up audio. Hello. Alright, audio is working. For my video. Post. Share. Copy link. High problem child. Yeah. Alright, for some of you who I have not seen in a while, I will be going back to my Lego buildings on the weekends. School just started, so I'm working on not losing stuff with school. I'm live. And I got approved for my transfer at work, so I will be going to a new location. So that's exciting. School just started. And I screwed up off camera, because I probably will post it anyway. Off camera, I screwed up on my pulls. I thought I pulled up Battle Pass and I accidentally pulled up Wishes. Triangle is claim all on Battle Pass, and I hit triangle, which is a 10 pull. So I got Inefa by accident because I was not on the right menu. And then I got a second Columbina. It's like, well, I screwed up. Might as well bill pity. I got Columbina early. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do about Horse Lady. Zeba. I can't pronounce her name, and I will never get it right, so don't try to correct me. But let's check in with the rest of our friends.
You're here.
You're here too, Hat Guy. Are you heading back together?
No. I'm bound for Sumeru, and she for Fontaine. We just happened to cross paths at the harbor. Everything seems fine. Sandrone may have an abominable temper, but she's always been very responsible with important calculations and things entrusted to her by valued friends.
You always speak as if you know us inside out, Mr. Hat Guy.
Maybe I'm just a good judge of character.
I certainly hope that's all there is to it. Regardless, you have been a significant help in this matter. For that, you have my gratitude.
I didn't do anything special. Sandrone's the one who completed a seemingly impossible formula and turned the tide of the entire battle, even giving her life in the process. She's the one we should be thanking.
Even we were unaware that Sandrone had hidden the real formula inside Polonia's body. She managed to fool Dottore into thinking the formula was running in her system by installing an identical-looking decoy within her.
She probably realized that she didn't have the strength to stop Dottore. But this way, she could at least get him to lower his guard. She always worked like that. Always had a backup plan.
Well, that's why I'm traveling to Fontaine. She made a request of me long ago, and the time has come to fulfill it. Think of it as her will. She said that should she ever fail in a mission, she'd like me to deliver her core and Polonia's to the Fontaine Research Institute. She also mentioned that she had made arrangements for people there to set her affairs in order. Some of her personal effects, such as her notes, were left to me. I've decided to take them back to the House of the Hearth. For safekeeping, primarily, but also as mementos, I suppose. However, there is one book among them that I'd like to leave in your care. I'll have someone deliver it to your residence at the flagship at a later date. No, I was specifically warned not to tell her. This is her last wish, and I will abide by it. I can only hope so, but none of us here can know for certain. I bade farewell to Columbina earlier today. As promised, she turned the iridescent moon's marrow over to me. She spent a long time with Sandrone's body, saying her goodbyes.
Oh, is she alright?
Sandrone's passing has left a great wound in all of our hearts. It will take time to heal, but Columbina surprised me. She offered me some words of comfort before I departed. Despite being grief-stricken herself, she showed an awareness of the feelings of others around her. She never used to act like this. Clearly, she has grown. And I suspect that we have you to thank for much of the change we are seeing in her. Huh. After these recent events, the Tsaritsa has revoked the Pale Star Edict. Snezhnaya now realizes that the arrest warrant for Columbina was just a ploy by Dottore, who coveted her powers. I shall return to Nodcry to see her as soon as I find the time. I hope that from now on, she too will explore more of the world. Columbina Hyposelenia's journey is only beginning. My ship is here. Traveler, Paimon, we shall meet again. You too, Hat Guy.
What are you still bumming around for? Isn't Columbina waiting for you? I thought today was the day you'd agree with her to go find out the truth about your sibling. You're afraid you won't like the truth when you see it. Well, this is new. I was starting to think that nothing could scare you.
Don't say that! Wouldn't you be if you were in this situation?
Fair point. But I'd say I have more experience facing up to unpleasant truths than the Traveler. They say blood's thicker than water. I know how much you need your family back. More than you need any of your friends. And I'm sure that all your real friends understand that too. No matter what the truth turns out to be, they will stick by you and support you, whatever decision you make. Finding the truth is important. But more important still is what you choose to do once you've found it. At least, that's the life lesson I've learned from my experience, grappling with the truth. What? Now that Dottore's dead and gone? A little, I guess. But it hasn't solved everything. Maybe I regret not getting to end his life with my own hands. Or maybe it's something else. But for whatever reason, I still feel like I have a chip on my shoulder. Either way, I'm going back to Sumeru. Lesser Lord Kusanali is gonna need help dealing with all the chaos Dottore left in his wake. Not just from this incident, but everything he did in the past, too. You should continue with your journey, as you've always done. Who knows? Maybe we'll meet again someplace else.
So, what should we do now? If you want to explore a bit more to steady those nerves, Paimon's game! After all, when Columbina said she knew where your ship was hidden, Paimon promised to give you two some alone time with the truth. It hasn't been all that long since we were last apart, sure, but with Columbina there, Paimon's sure things will be just dandy. Ain't no biggie. Paimon might be all about that food and fun, but she knows how to do right by people. Paimon's sure you'd prefer to digest the news about your brother in peace. But, no matter what you see, just know you can share it with Paimon. Of course, as long as it's not super private. If you can't make sense of something, let's give it some thought together. together. And even if we both can't figure it out, Paimon can at least treat you to a nice meal. Glad to hear it. Feel better now? Alrighty. Next up, time to meet with Columbina. Columbina, we're here! Can't quite believe we're meeting out here. We've gotten used to walking over to Silver Moon Hall whenever we go see you.
Well, you're still welcome to go there whenever you want to see me. It's just, now that it's all over, I've decided to make some changes. Try and fit in with the Frost Moon Scions, like Lama suggested.
That was nice.
The older generation are still timid around me. They don't dare get too close, and they bow their heads when I walk by. But things are much better with the children. I see more curiosity in their eyes. Hopefully, by the time the next Moon Prayer Night comes around, I can enjoy the festival with them as myself, without having to pretend that I'm only dressed up as the Moon Goddess.
You'll do fine, Columbina. Paimon's sure they'll realize you're super nice once they get to know you better.
You really think so? When we first met, you thought I was a little up in the clouds.
We were just starting out then, come on! So Lama told you, huh?
I'm only teasing. I know that I have you to thank for pulling me back down to solid ground. It feels good to finally stand firm on the earth where I was born.
Oh, that's great!
Thank you. I'll make sure not to lose it this time. Well then, are you ready?
Ether, what happened to our spaceship back then? Why did you leave? It's time to learn the truth at last. I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Good. Then let me open the way for you.
Where does this lead?
To the
To
moon.
our shared destination.
Huh?
Do you remember me telling you about my missing prologue back when we just met? I said that my story began on the moon. But while I was inside the moon's reflection, I realized that my prologue was really hidden in the future. I just had yet to discover it at that point. The story of the time before I was born was in fact the story of my distant future. It's truly fascinating. But when I obtained the Trilunar Authority and returned to our present reality, I sensed something I hadn't expected. Your prologue.
So you mean...
Yes, your spaceship. All this time, it has been hidden on the Frost Moon, which lay beyond the sky. The great ruler of the firmament. The heavenly principles.
Wait, them? Why would they do that?
I don't know. Perhaps your ship contains something that is incompatible with Teyvat. Or something that cannot be known.
Or both.
Oh, did I pick a bad time to say this? I know it must have been hard to work up the courage to do this. Maybe I should have waited until you were on the moon, with no chance to back out.
That would have been kind of mean, you know.
Take me there.
Oh?
Whatever is hiding in that ship. It belongs to me and Ether. Those memories belong to us. No one else has the right to decide whether I should or shouldn't know about it. Not even the Heavenly Principles.
Very well. Then let's go.
You two take care, alright? And don't forget to come back soon!
Rest assured, Paimon. We will. Traveler, after you. Thinking about the story that we'll find hidden on the moon?
Yes. And hoping that it has a happy ending.
Stories like that don't exist, you know?
You don't believe in happy endings?
I don't believe in endings.
Valid point.
Where am I?
This is the pathway I built between Teyvat and the Frost Moon. The moon is very far away from us, so it could be a long journey. After I obtained the Trilunar Authority, I unwittingly saw past events from many of my friends' lives. One was Lauma. She was so young when they chose her to be the Moon Chanter. From then on, the Frost Moon Scions looked to her to bring messages from their goddess. But, for better or worse, I had left Hisi Island before she was ever born. It was not until much, much later that she met me.
I think it's for the best. Because of the way things turned out, you had the opportunity to become friends.
You're right. In that sense, I think we were both very lucky.
Keep moving. I'll catch up.
Oh, and about that mage, Nicole. I only recently learned that she has lived in Teyvat since the time of the Three Moon Sisters. The Moon Goddesses always had a good relationship with the angels. I suppose our friendship continues that tradition. And then, there's Sandrone. I never knew that much about her, beyond the fact that she was created by someone called the Lord Artificer. She, too, suffered for a long time before joining the Fatui. How I wish I could talk to her again. Even if only to hear her say nasty things to me.
I don't believe Sojourner's really gone. And then
Also,
us.
I saw your sibling's story. I'm afraid I didn't see much. It seems that he rarely came to the surface, where the moonlight shines. But I did notice that back when you first set out on your journey, he would often appear nearby, gazing at you from afar with a guilty look in his eyes.
Ether.
Let us speak no more of the past. I probably shouldn't reveal so much about my friends. It's not my place. Let the moonlight carry us forth. We are very close now.
The boat. We went to Sumeru and...
After this, I'd like to bring some Kuhenki to the moon as well. If they're willing, of course.
What about your other friends? Can you bring them to visit too?
Certainly. But I'll need to tidy the place up first. This home hasn't received any guests in a long, long time.
Last time we were on a boat with a goddess, it was Irminsul.
I remember writing something similar with you on Moon Prayer Night. I believe it was called...
Dodoko's Whirligig.
Yes, that was it. You asked me if I was afraid to return to the moon, and I said that I was. The idea that I had gained something precious, only to lose it so quickly. That frightened me. But I'm not afraid anymore. Besides, this time, we're traveling together.
Beautiful story. Beautiful story. Nodcry really is an amazing place. We're leaving the world of Tevat.
We're here. Over there.
To the moon. This is so cool. There's Tevat. What's the other dot, I wonder? Maybe that's the abyss. Maybe that's where Skirt's from. I'm looking around. This is pretty cool. So they moved our ship. Epic ending. Epic ending.
Our spaceship.
It's huge. I suppose that the moon is the only place one could hide it. It'll be alright.
Huh?
The way you feel in this moment, I went through it too, on Moon Prayer Night. The door was right in front of me, but I struggled to find the courage to step through. Solitude for me once meant living a life in which even I was absent. Before I met you, that was the only life I knew. But that night, solitude meant throwing away the life I had gained after meeting all of you.
Columbina.
Go. Retrieve the part of your life that was once lost. Trust me, you will lose nothing by doing so. Look, Tevat is right there. All of our friends are down there, waiting for us.
You're right. Thanks, Columbina.
So now the outfit makes sense. The ability to interact with different elements. Bonuses by wearing the outfit.
Finished?
Yeah. Why did you take your eye mask off?
Well, since my return, I've decided to take more opportunities to see the world with my own eyes. Besides, I've always wondered how Tevat looks from the moon.
And what do you think?
It's beautiful. I could spend a whole day here just gazing at it. What about you? What do you think of the truth you found?
They're still not gonna share it with
I
us.
haven't looked at another person's expression in a long time, but I think yours is saying it was neither good nor bad.
Keep this up, and it won't be long before you give Nefer a run for her money.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm much more used to sensing what's going on around me with Kuvaki. I think I'll save my eyes for seeing special moments I really want to remember.
I read the spaceship's flight logs. I always assumed that this was my first time in Tevat. I thought that Ether and I must have been hibernating in space for centuries on end. But the logs show that our spaceship flew over the skies of Tevat once before. A long, long time ago.
Flew over? So you didn't land?
No. The ship barely came to a stop before flying on again. After that, it continued traveling through space for a long time. Some of the data is corrupted, but I suspect that it kept flying for thousands of years. It was only after that that the ship made a forced landing in Nodcry. When Ether found me, he came from outside the ship. Could this mean that he left the ship long before I did? Maybe even during our first pass over Tevat?
Are you alright?
Yes. I can feel that the truth is coming together, one small piece at a time. I remember Ether telling me that when he first arrived in Conria, he could not recall the past. So this might be something that even he doesn't know.
Here, I made some space for you. Your mind must be racing, and this seems like the perfect place to relax and clear your head.
Oh, wait, there's one more thing.
What is it?
Wait here a moment. Hey, Columbina.
Is that a new outfit?
An old one, technically. It's been in a cabinet inside the ship this whole time. It's a matching pair with Ether's. He always liked this set more.
Huh. I don't think there's a huge difference.
Really?
Yes, it's still the same you. You're the same person, no matter what clothes you wear.
Only Columbina would make an observation like that.
Traveler, do you consider Tevat your home?
Home is wherever Ether is. But then, after all the time I've spent here and everything I've been through, yes, I'd say it's my home.
Would you change your answer if Tevat changed appearance? I mean, if the truth about Tevat turned out to be different than what you thought.
I don't know. But I don't think so. The truth is not what matters most to me about Tevat.
When I was first born, I longed for a home. And when you get something before you're mature enough to understand the world, you just take it at face value. I thought that a home was a transaction, You give me what I want, and I'll do the same for you. But you and your friends taught me what a true home should look like. You never asked for anything, yet you gave so generously to me.
That's because your friendship matters to us. It was worth it.
In the past, I thought that my birth in Nodcry must have been a mistake. But after journeying to the distant past where the story began, I realized that it was I who chose Nodcry to be my future home. Now, I am glad that I made that choice.
I'm sure your friends are just as glad.
In fact, I intend to make the same choice today as I did back then.
What do you mean?
Well, I've given the Eternal Moon's Marrow to Lauma, and the Iridescent Moon's Marrow to Arlecchino. And now, I shall return my Kuvagi to Nodcry again, that it may continue to protect my chosen home.
Wait, but what about your body?
Hmm? Oh, are you worried that I'll disappear again? I won't. Not this time. The Frost Moon has now entered the False Sky, and I am the Trilune Goddess. I am only returning to Nodcry the part of me that it needs. I am giving what I can, because my home is worth it. Oh, and I have something for you, too.
For me?
Yes. Come closer.
New talent.
What was that?
I lifted some of the restrictions this world placed on you. I trust this will help in your future adventures.
My power. It feels like it's grown. I can use the elements more freely now. Thank you. This will be a great help.
You're welcome. I see you as family, and after everything you've done for me, In fact, no. It's not because I owe you. It's because you're worth it. Here, this flower is for you.
Hmm? Isn't this a moon prayer blossom?
Yes. Don't worry. You will never see these flowers lose their color again. I'm finally discovering the joy of giving. How I wish I'd learned this sooner.
Hey, better late than never. What are you thinking about now?
Why don't you take a guess? You get one shot.
I don't think I'll get it in one guess. But I'm sure it's a happy thought.
That's kind of a sneaky answer. I can't say you got it wrong. Down into that, the moon seems so far away. I felt it might always lie beyond my reach. But on the moon, everything feels so close by. The haze that once enshrouded the skies has finally been dispersed. I feel like a traveler on a winter's night, starting a new chapter in my tale by the warmth of a bonfire. I don't have a lot of luggage, but I do have a lot of hope for the future.
Well, what's next?
Next, to start with, I want to stay here just a little longer. After that, let's return home and continue our journey.
Well, now we get to ask questions, so we're gonna ask questions.
These clothes bring back so many memories.
Does look like Ether's matching set.
The journey goes on, for you and for me. Like I said, this is not the end. I don't believe there has to be an ending. Oh, is that your next destination? Most people would probably tell you to pack some warm clothes. But I experience things differently than most people, so I can't know how cold it is. In fact, it is home to quite a wondrous heat source. I think they call it Kreshnik's torch. Every city in Snezhnaya is built around one of those. I sensed the energy it gave off as I was passing by on a railway train. It felt grand and distant. I also recommend the Korolievsky troupe in Snezhnograd. They give performances quite regularly, and entry was free for Harbingers. I liked them a lot. Ice cold and sharp. Crystal clear in some ways, yet profoundly unfathomable in others. Like the thick layer of ice on top of a frozen lake. That's just the impression that Tsaritsa gives me. I was never able to glimpse what truly lies beneath that icy exterior. In fact, I don't think the people of Snezhnaya even know what kind of power their god wields. Maybe that's because the Tsaritsa herself has never acknowledged, nor accepted that power. There's Regrator, the Rooster, and the Jester. Between them, they control a lot of what happens in Snezhnaya. But I can never wrap my head around how exactly power is split between them. I just know they are each responsible for many specific domains. I noticed that the Rooster and Regrator often appear to get along on the surface, while working against each other in secret. And theirs is not a friendly rivalry. But I wasn't particularly interested, so I tended to keep my distance. Now that I think about it, the term Mistelton often seemed to come up in connection with Project Stuja. Once things settle down in Notcry, I'd like to explore the world beyond Snezhnaya. You've told me so many stories about the other places you've been to, and all the friends you've made there. I'm curious to visit those nations and see them for myself. It would also help me learn more about the journey that has made you into the person you are today. Okay. As you continue on your journey, don't forget to gaze up at the moon once in a while. It is, after all, no longer an illusion. It shall cast down its true moonlight, connecting us in truth.
So we are at the end. The story is over. The main Archon story is over. It is so pretty. Rising star. It is a matching set to Ether. It's so beautiful. I'll leave it on. Be nice to see Ether again. Yeah. I have enough. Oh. I guess that's where that come from. Craft them. Too bad that's in the way, that button. Turn to Tivet. I'm walking on my spaceship! I'm walking on my spaceship! Whoa! I'm bouncing on the moon. Gravity. Whee! I'm sure I can always come back. Always come back.
To Jean, acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. This preamble is such a pain to write. It's probably high time we got rid of this acting business. I trust that Dern has updated you all on recent events. Hope we didn't worry you too much. The good news is, we managed to come together and put a stop to the Doctor's evil schemes. With that, I think it's safe to say that Notcry is finally out of the woods. As for the Fatui, not counting the Damselette, aka the Moon Goddess, who has left their organization, we found ourselves allied in this instance with both the Knave and Marionette. May she rest in peace. As ever, we find ourselves better off for making friends rather than enemies. But until we can ascertain the Tsaritsa's true intentions, the future remains uncertain. In a short while... Wait. How am I meant to surprise everyone if I tell them in a letter that I'm heading home? Well, that would be a huge waste. Okay, got it. I will begin sending the expeditionary team back home in waves. I'm sure they'll be able to answer any questions you still have. I hope they won't gloss over the details of my many heroic deeds. But if they do, I'm sure it'll be because they're just too exhausted from the long journey. I think of Mondstadt daily. Please give everyone my best regards. P.S. The honorary knight went above and beyond this time. Are there any other honors we can give her? I'll leave it with you. P.P.S. Please be extra nice to Klee for the foreseeable future. I cashed in on the last favor that the Hexen Circle owed us, so we need to earn some more goodwill. If there's any serious problems, feel free to stick me in solitary confinement when I get back. I'll do the time for her. Whew. And that, as they say, is all she wrote. End of an era. And with the moon shining down brighter than ever, I think everyone is going to sleep well tonight.
It was nice to finally meet Varka. The guy's a giant. Alright. Collecting rewards. Done. Doink. Doink. I got that already. That's done for today. We get to move on. And then I get this reward.
If my calculations are correct,
I screwed up pity, so it doesn't matter. Back to square one. Official? Oh, you're on there. Never mind. I didn't know official was on there. So pretty,
House is due
Columbina.
to receive a batch of new releases today. Might we add a small...
I gotta look at Columbina's constellation again. No. Unleashing element tides would trigger use every 15 seconds. Okay, so it's a gravity enhancer. Okay. She might be worth it. So that's yeah, I collected enough. Yay. So pretty. It looks like her Kuvaki. So pretty.
Adventure?
Alright, I need this thing. Need this guy. The guy who looks like he wants to eat stuff. Like you throw it in his mouth and he eats it. Nom 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 nom. That's what it looks like. I have not. No, I've done this domain. I don't remember doing it. My entire party works, so.
Let me weave you a...
Eat this! Share my knowledge.
Yeah, the fastest way to defeat him is at the same time.
Speed of light.
Easy! Farming this is gonna be a piece of cake. Probably should make Columbina focus. Continue.
case! No, my soul!
Commit to memory.
Way too easy. That's just how this game works. I'm just too powerful.
Speed of light! Nice and spicy! Rain cutter! Rain outlines your... Grow!
Secrets to keep them next to each other. I think the fastest I got it done was sooner than that, but I'll take the 30 seconds. I'll take one more.
Speed of light.
Have to log in tomorrow.
No, my sword! Incoming! Hey! Don't blink!
I am leaving now. Some nights I'll stay up, cashing in my bad luck. Some nights I wish they just fall off. Out of crystals. Actually, wait. No, not. I can make more. Yay! I can go back.
Last time, Columbina told us a whole bunch about the VIII. Wonder what sort of things she'll talk about today. Let's hope she's in the mood to share. Columbina? Oh, it looks like something's bothering her.
Is it this one? Not this one either, then? What about this? Not this blue, then?
It's gonna put us in the default outfit. That's annoying.
Oh? It's you. Could you help me? I'll be sure to return the favor.
Are you kidding? You know you don't owe us anything, right? Yeah, we'd help you even if you had nothing to give us. So, what sort of help do you need?
Well, to be precise, this creature is the one that needs help.
Huh? The Kuhenki?
Yes. This little one procured a paintbrush somewhere, and upon returning to my side, proceeded to swish about happily. I found a canvas and some paint for her, but though some time has passed, Her attempts to mix the colors she desires have met with little success.
Whoa! Where did you come from? Are we playing charades? Sorry, we didn't catch any of that. Huh! Looks like she's taken an interest in your pack.
Perhaps you carry suitable colors on your person.
We don't usually carry around stuff like that. Speaking of which, where did you find the paint? No offense, but you, don't look like the painting sort.
This little one was quite impatient, so I made some paint using the colorful flowers nearby.
Huh. Could Luanatar be looking for other colorful things to make paint with then? Come on, let's see what we've got in our packs.
You can crush up any color. What color do you want?
Okay, relax. Don't worry, we're searching. Colorful plants from Nokrai would be the #1 choice, right? Will these do?
Yes, the Kuhenki looks quite satisfied.
Man, Paimon never knew Kuhenki could do art.
Kuhenki are much like us, in truth. Each one has its own personality and hobbies.
Wait, does that mean you can tell all the Kuhenki and Nokrai apart from each other?
The ones I've met, yes.
Huh, that's impressive. Especially because, other than Wanatar, all the other Kuhenki kind of look the same. So, what is this little painter's name?
Name?
Wait, they do have names, don't they?
We recognize each other, and that's enough. We don't need names. I don't have one either.
That doesn't mean you have to continue the cycle. Let's think. Wanatar means a creature born beneath the moon goddess's blessing. So, what would painting be in the language of the Frost Moon Scions?
I think it would be... Naus? Malaus? Yes, Malaus.
Ooh, sounds nice! Let's go with that! What is it, Malaus? Done with your painting? Oh, let's see! Whoa! What in the... This is amazing! Paimon was expecting something a lot more childish. Or, you know, Melusine-like.
The Kuhenki are adept at sensing their surroundings. When it comes to recreating what they've seen, they tend to capture things exactly as they were.
It looks like Kalamina when she was first born.
Huh?
Alma said your birth was recorded by the Frost Moon Scions, but this painting does look a bit different.
This little one, Malaus, was one of the first Kuhenki born. It's possible this is Malaus's interpretation of how things looked back then.
Seems like you're trying to help us to get to know your goddess, huh, Malaus? Don't worry, Malaus. We appreciate it. We're all friends here. Wow, that was quick. You finished another painting already?
Hmm?
Must depict the Frost Moon Scions worshipping Columbina as their goddess. What's she doing by the altar? The details are too small to make out. Oh, so she was eating the offerings.
Was I not supposed to?
Oh, no. It's just a bit, unconventional.
Well, they were delicious.
Fair point.
Yes, I understand. Give me your hand. It's not like that. This is proof that we're friends.
Oh, friends. Moon's Embrace. Nice. New ability. I'll take it. I have 3 now. Cool. More to do in the future. So apparently whenever Columbina's marker is blue, we have a quest. Not gonna lie, I did not know that in the beginning, so no judgment, please. I did not know that that's how that works. Something tells me something's on that island. I'm sure it is. Yay. Essentially all done for now. So we're gonna go check in with 2 people and then I will call it a day with this stream. Let's do our check-ins. What does Yehoda need? What I know. Let's find out what this is going on.
Passing through. Seriously? How many times do I have to say it to get it through your thick metal head? Drat. I felt bad when I spoke to her like that last time, and I really want to say sorry, but it's so hard to say it out loud. Anyway, I'm dumping off some excess scrap I don't need. Got them during a commission. Yeah. And I even went out of my way to get these components. What am I doing? Come on, Yehoda. It's not that hard. Just gotta apologize to Anefa.
Thanks a bunch. Traveler, you're here too? Wow, today's a great day. Anefa, get more crumb cakes ready.
Good. How does she say this stuff so naturally? Come on, I've got to get it together. Anefa, about that time I, called you a dumb metal face. That was on me. I'm sorry.
As far as I am concerned, my face is indeed made of metal, so I agree with that aspect of your assessment. However, I disagree with the rest. The logic module that Aino created is not dum-dum.
Huh? So, do you accept my apology or not?
You do not need to apologize to me, Yehoda. You should be apologizing to my logic module. It is not a dum-dum, and neither is the one who made it.
What did I walk into?
Only because she asked me to. She didn't want to disappoint Yehoda, so I raised it. Just a little bit.
So you're just making fun of me?
I am not. As a matter of fact, the aforementioned module truly is all Yehoda needs to apologize for. A portion of said module's external monitoring port is located in my eye. Please make eye contact with me and apologize to it.
Yikes. Okay. I'll just spit it out. I'm sorry. Logic module that I know made for Nefa.
Very well. My logic module and I forgive you, Yehoda. Have this lockaberry crumb-cake as your reward. It's freshly made. I know, traveler. You two are welcome to have some as well.
Finally. I finally managed to say it. Even though it turned out a little weird, that took more out of me than exploring a whole ruin. I know. Still, is it just me, or is she a bit chattier than usual today? Funny? Is she supposed to be funny? Wait, why are you bringing this up? And Nefa, don't take the crumb-cakes away. I haven't eaten mine.
No. After all, you now need to apologize for something else.
Huh?
I know. Please adjust my humor level back to its default value. Yehoda, please take a seat.
Don't point that vacuum cleaner at me! I know! What the heck's going on?
You will not leave until you are amused by my humor.
Funny. Funny. Great one. Play on words. Hilarious. Flynn. Last time we were talking about was portions.
This is a good one. Here, take this meat for yourself. Mine? Not at all. It belongs to itself. It sometimes brings me old bones to help with my puzzles, that's all. I should be clear. While I don't know what bones these are, I can say for certain they don't belong to any humans who slumber here or elsewhere. Bones are another thing that tickles my fancy. Sometimes when I see one that's a bit unusual, I'll pick it up and add it to my collection. Then when I'm feeling bored, I try to connect all my bones and create something whole. A bit like doing a jigsaw puzzle. You could call it a form of artistic expression. Even though each piece of this bone puzzle picture is unrelated to the next, and indeed they cannot possibly be related, just pondering how best to put them together and create something beautiful is an extremely relaxing process. Then, one day, an uninvited guest intruded on the room where I kept my bone puzzle picture. It was none other than the dog you saw just now. It did. By the time I entered the room, the little intruder had completely dismantled my picture. The second it turned and saw me, it bolted away between my legs. Luckily, all was not lost, as I'd already taken a photo of it. And more than that, now that my old puzzle was dismantled, I was free to construct an even bigger puzzle with my growing collection of bones. Which is how I consoled myself at the time. After all, the damage had been done, so why not look on the bright side? The next day, as I was just about to begin piecing my puzzle together, my four-legged guest returned, and this time it brought a mouthful of bones. I couldn't understand what it was saying, but its intent became clear when it laid its animal bones at my feet and then placed them one by one into my puzzle. After that, it simply sat down and looked at me. After I gave it some cured meat, it got up and left. Ever since then, it's dropped by from time to time to give me bones in exchange for food.
Well, that's super nice.
I think you might be viewing this with a little too much sentimentality. It's just a dog looking for food, nothing more. I'm a source of sustenance, and luckily for my canine friend, I happen to be relatively generous. Not that that's a bad thing. I view it more as an assistant under my employ. It doesn't speak, and it leaves when I tell it to. That's pretty much everything you could hope for in an assistant. If you'd like, you can give it some meat. Sometimes it sits and waits by your side, which I think probably means it's still hungry. Perhaps it might be a little more friendly with someone such as yourself.
I think I have another stamp. Not sure if that's the 10 I need and I'm starting over, or I got new stamps. I'm one short. Okay.
An adventure.
Got the domain to pick up. Not farming it today. I picked up the domain. I'll worry about pillar later. Alright, I'm gonna teleport here. Just gonna chat with these guys, because I think I know what's coming.
Where could they be? This is turning into a major headache.
What now, boss? Forget our brothers and sisters over at the lighthouse waiting to get to work. If we don't have enough fuel, it's lights out for the entire camp.
Yeah, we gotta think of something, squad leader.
Don't worry. Head back to your posts. I'll take care of this. Traveler, Paimon, good to see you.
Hey there, Eitlua! Why is everyone gathered here at the entrance?
It's fine. Just a minor issue, really. And I'm already on the case.
Oh, come on, Eitlua! You're always trying to fix things by yourself on the down low. Just tell us, it couldn't hurt. Or is it because you're too embarrassed to say?
No way. I just don't want everyone in town worrying about things that I can handle on my own. But since you're both part of the investigation squad now, I won't treat you like outsiders. Still, this isn't exactly the place for a chat. Come on in. I'll tell you more inside.
Oh look, a chest. Out in the middle of nowhere.
Squad leader, I've compiled what data we have on the bases we can still control. My report is over at the command post.
Got it. Thanks, Roland.
You give, you receive.
Squad leader, our comrades in the east seem to have butted heads with the Fatui. They say they're going to send someone over.
Got it. I'll be over as soon as I can.
Jeez, Eitlua! Are you always this busy?
Recently, yes. There's just so much work to catch up on.
Then let us help you. I know this is Varka's settlement.
You know, Paimon's been wanting to ask for a while now. What are these vehicle thingies we keep seeing in the Lightkeepers' camps? They kind of look like food trucks, don't you think? It'd be awesome if you really could cook up there. But Paimon has a feeling there's more to these things than meets the eye. What? Yeah, that wasn't what Paimon was getting at.
Oh, these? Officially, they're called moon wagons. They're transportation tools we made by modifying Snezhnayan mechanical vehicles. You can think of them as Kuvaki-powered mobile lighthouses. They're not quick by any means, but they save us a whole lot of trouble and manpower when it comes to transporting supplies. As for cooking functionality, I hadn't actually given that any thought. But you know, if we did install a toaster in there... Oh, no. Filling stomachs is a key part of a Ratnik's duties too. Thanks for reminding me of that, Paimon. A proper food truck would save us from having to build makeshift stone stoves just to eat a hot meal.
Right? And that way, you could even hold your own bonfire parties too! Except, everyone does seem really busy. Not sure they'd be in the mood for that.
Actually, I really hope that one day we can. Just the thought of it makes me smile. But that day will have to wait. For now, at least.
Yeah, it's all because of the wild hunt, isn't it?
Yes. Flint's did send word from the south that the strongest wild hunt anomaly we know of has been destroyed with your help. But it continues to cause havoc elsewhere, so there's no easing off for us. Not only must we shore up our bases themselves, we also need to ensure that the roads are clear, which entails dispatching Ratniki at regular intervals to patrol vast areas of land.
Whew. Just listening to all that is kind of tiring already. You Lightkeepers sure have it tough.
And that's just the basics. The real danger lies with those wild hunt outbreaks that suddenly just appear out of nowhere. Such tasks are all handled by Gramps, Flynn's, Olav, and those guys. I can't have Gramps fretting over every last thing, so I've taken over handling of the groundwork. Honestly, compared to our shortage of manpower, supply prep is nothing. To continue on the topic of food, Even the best cook in the world couldn't do anything without ingredients. Over the years, many of our former bases have fallen into disrepair, making them ill-suited for long-term postings. At the moment, everyone has to shuttle back and forth between our camps and HQ, leading to fewer and fewer people available for combat deployments. Yep, and that's turning this place into a permanent base. And most importantly, what's a Lightkeeper stronghold without a lighthouse?
So, you want to build one here?
Exactly. We'll need it if we're to stand any chance against the Wild Hunt's attacks. Which is easy to say, but in practice, I think you've seen enough to know it's not going too smoothly.
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot that we were here to help. So, what's the issue?
Well, building our encampment will require lots of fuel and supplies. Generally, we bring it all in on moon wagons, all the way from Pyramida. If only it were so simple. The main problem is, we need a special kind of oil refined using Kuvaki. It's true that the plants nearby are full of Kuvaki, and they'll keep us going. For a while, at least. But supplying the fuel for a lighthouse is a whole other ballgame. Unfortunately, though, there's been no sign of the supplies that should have arrived last night. Valdis is in charge of transport, and he's always been meticulous, so it's unlikely that he got careless and missed the timing or something. And that's precisely why I'm worried that they might have encountered some trouble.
Yeah, there's always a way out of every jam. Even if that means being trapped inside a sealed barrel or getting buried neck deep. Surely this can't be any worse than that.
Don't tell me that's actually happened. I guess I underestimated you two again.
Anyway, we can have a look around. Maybe they've just lost their way.
Maybe so. Anyway, there's no time to lose, so follow me.
Yep, let's move!
Alright, I'm not gonna do the missing transport this exact moment. I'm gonna grab the oculi. Alright, yeah, you're gonna get off now.
Speed of light.
Collecting all my red dots. and log out. And I will see you guys all next time.